Hey everyone, welcome back to Eat the Cake Anime. I'm your host, Jay Renee. Well, we are well into the month of October. Slice of Life anime is rolling on. All right, you guys, this week we are talking about a slice of life anime that I was into it before I knew it. And the title of it is My Dress Up Darling. Now, this is a slice of life anime that has bits of romance in it. Yes, it does. And before we jump into it, we here at Eat the Cake Anime would like to say thank you again to all of our listeners, all of our subscribers, and all of our supporters. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. So with this slice of life anime that we're talking about this week, My Dress Up Darling, it centers on Wakana Gojo, a shy high school boy who secretly loves crafting traditional Hina dolls. Now he has a classmate, Marin Kitagawa. She's a vibrant, popular girl obsessed with cosplay. Now, when I first started this slice of life anime, it was very non-traditional to me. And at first I was thinking, traditional Southern woman, let's see this anime, let's see the kind of themes that explores. It turned everything kind of on its ear, but in a positive way. And that's what slice of life anime does. The regular, everyday things that blossom before you know it. So when we look at Gojo and Kitagawa, when Kitagawa discovers that Gojo has sewing skills, she asks him to help her create her costumes for her favorite characters. So as these two collaborate, their friendship deepens, leading to personal growth, emotional intimacy, and a very, very charming exploration when it came to self-expression. So when I look at My Dress Up Darling, for those who are trying to figure out, what makes this anime so good and why would I want to watch this one, because there are a lot of slice of life animes out there that focuses on different things. But for this one, I loved that My Dress Up Darling was basically a celebration of passion and craftsmanship. I just keep thinking about watching it, the costume design, they showed it, you guys, in such detail. The anime doesn't just show the final product, it walks you through Wakana's fabric selection, pattern drafting, the emotional highs and lows of creative work. You see this all the time, like on shows like Project Runway and Nick in Fashion, and these competition shows that focus on creativity, just being able to have that passion to do what you love. So whether you're into cosplay, fashion, any form of art. So whether you're into cosplay, fashion, or any form of art, this series resonates with the joy and vulnerability of just sharing your passion with others. And we all know what a difficult thing that can be sometimes. I mean, think about it. Us at Eat the Cake Anime, we are just two, regular African-American Gen Xers that live in a place where the love of anime is not common. It's like a niche thing. So to be able to have this show to celebrate, what we love, it makes me think of, My Dress Up Darling. Also, getting back to it, the relationship between Wakana and Marin defies stereotypes. So when we talk about Gojo is very reserved, very self-conscious, but then you have Kitagawa, very outgoing and confident. Their dynamic is built on mutual respect, not forced drama. You see that so many times that people are brought together by such crazy circumstances. This is kind of built on mutual respect and admiration. So Gojo never mocks Kitagawa's interests. Instead, it's all about that tit for tat. Gojo is very serious, so Kitagawa embraces his interests and his differences, creating a safe space for Gojo to grow. Their chemistry is ultimately sweet, fun, and at times refreshingly wholesome, especially in this day and age. So that's one of the reasons why I like this anime so much. And also, it was such an authentic representation of cosplay culture. Producer Ron and I had several conversations about this anime when it came to character research to photo shoot. My Dress Up Darling, it just dives deep into the world of cosplay. It highlights cosplay's creativity, effort, and community behind the hobby. We see so many things that cater to the cosplay culture and the cosplay world. You have all of these cons. You have Dragon Con, MomoCon. You have these different cons in Texas. Of course, you have San Diego Comic Con. Now there are more things that are directly for African American people who love this kind of genre. The community behind it shows it in My Dress Up Darling, while also addresses the challenges that people have in the cosplay culture, like body image, social anxiety, imposter syndrome. We here at Eat the Cake Anime, we can attest, you guys, to having those challenges in one form or another. And I just love the fact that Kitagawa's enthusiasm is infectious, and her cosplay transformations, when you watch the show, they are visually stunning. And Cloverworks did a fantastic job when they did this anime because it was top notch. So if you enjoy shows that blend romance, creativity, and emotional depth to create an anime slice of life genre that's full of creativity, a touch of humor, My Dress Up Darling would be a must watch for you. These things are so needed in these spaces these days. Like I said, we see so much reality TV and things that are done for entertainment, people showing off, what they can do. And it's great on the one hand, but on the other hand, it's like, okay, we have that. Now, what else can you do? What else can you show us by having this little snippet of creativity? And I love the fact that My Dress Up Darling explores that, and it also turns it on its head. If you notice the levels of self-expression, because in certain things like this, we would expect the female to be the sewer and the guy to just love to be enthusiastic about cosplay. And My Dress Up Darling, for those emotionally resonant themes that elevate it beyond a simple romance anime and makes it a slice of life. So the self-expression and identity in My Dress Up Darling celebrates the courage to embrace what you love, even if it's unconventional. Do you guys know, like us Gen Xers, how far we have had to come to make sure that we are standing in our truths, that we are living our lives unapologetically, even if it's not in the traditional spaces that they would have us be in? I mean, when we were growing up, our parents did their best with what they had, but when you know more, hey, you look at Gojo in this anime. His passion for Hina dolls and Kitagawa's love for cosplay are both deeply personal, but they're often misunderstood at the same time. And we get that a lot in the anime spaces where African Americans and others that are not of Asian cultures show these interests. And I love the way the show highlights how these creative hobbies can be powerful forms of self-expression, also helping the characters define who they are and the way they can connect with others. So if you love things like that, I'm telling you, this is the anime for you. You can find My Dress Up Darling. It should be available on Crunchyroll and some other streaming platforms. We are just so glad about the positive response that we've received during this month's Slice of Life anime. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. Also, forever thankful to Z Media Creative Studios. Mazani does a great job. Thanks so much for checking her out. The responses have been tremendous, you guys. You can find us everywhere you get your streaming platforms, wherever you listen to your podcast. We here at Eat the Cake Anime are so thankful. So until next week, thank you guys so much. Oh, I forgot to rate it. Yep, sorry. Yeah, he's looking at me. I forgot to rate it. I would give My Dress Up Darling a solid 9. I'll give it a 9. Yeah, because again, the self-expression, the vulnerability, the artistry and collaboration, the acceptance, everything, the vulnerability, everything is put on display in such a beautiful way. Shout out to Cloverworks Studios. You did your thing on this one. So yeah, you guys check it out. Let us know what you think. So until next time, we here to Eat the Cake Anime. We'll check you out later. And don't forget, what do we say? It is okay to enjoy anime.